Hello YouTubers, welcome back. It's me, the Scoundrel M. This, of course, is the start of a new session. This is a Monday night recording, a bank holiday Monday. I had a rather nice dinner today, and I've eaten quite a bit of chocolate. And I'm even drinking a beer, even though it's a school day tomorrow. So, as you can hear, the weather in Dwarf Fortress is actually pretty bad at the moment. So we're going to be assailed by audio rain. But that's not too bad, is it? It's kind of relaxing. If some of you are listening to this in an attempt to get to sleep, which, if you are, I suggest putting on the playlist and just letting it play while you sleep. That would work. I mean, sure, if the rainfall does it for you, fantastic. I'll try not to scream and shout. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying I'm going to turn the webcam off now. See you later. Let's get into the Dwarf Fortress. I'll do it in a sec. There it is! Got rid of it. Okay. So, into the fortress we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O on the arrow keys, and press F1 if you please. Okay, so let's recap and figure out where we are. This, of course, is the exterior. We're not so interested in that. Sure, it's got some children in it, but that's not that exciting to me. Here we've got our trade depot, which still has some spiked balls in by the look of it, and in fact some bolts and armour, maybe. They haven't been melted down into bars yet, but never mind. We've got a reasonably well-appointed stockpile of wood, plenty of furniture knocking around. We should place some of these coffins to free up some space. What else have we got here? What are these doodads? Myelite memorial. Okay, we can plant that stuff now. That's good. The memorials have been carved. Before we go anywhere, let's go to the graveyard and put down some of our coffins, because, frankly, Dwarf Fortress often doesn't have enough coffins lying around. The coffin problem, I call it. Is that the last one? That's the last one. And so now we need to also place some... Is Alt S going to be a memorial slab? Alt S? Alt S. There we go. And we'll place one of the slabs here. See, that's the thing. We don't have... Do we have to select a special kind of slab for a memorial? Let's see, we've got Alt S is a slab. Is there a memorial slab as a separate object? I'm not seeing it in the list. Or do I have to somehow... Kizu. Welcome back. Piano tune? I'm sure this is guitar. I am convinced of it. Actually, I've bashed the microphone again. This is going to be a serious microphone bashing session. I don't know if any of you are quite aware of how awkwardly I've set myself up here in order to put the microphone close to my mouth, but the awkwardness is epic scale. And by that I don't mean a tiny Warhammer 40,000 miniature, I mean it's huge. Beyond easy comprehension. Okay. I need to place a memorial slab, that's the deal. But I'm not seeing an option other than just a regular slab. Let's try just putting a regular slab down. Hey, that's a statue. That's no good. Alt S would be a slab. We'll place it there. We'll use let's say a rhyolite slab. No, it's just placed a regular slab. I'm sure last time I did this, I was perfectly capable of placing a memorial slab. Okay, well maybe we have to wait until more people die, and then every slab in our stockpile will be a memorial slab, and it won't matter, they'll just pick up memorial slabs regardless. The entire place can be paved with the gravestones of our forebears. Sounds good to me, if a little grim. Okay, there's our stone stockpile, the dormitory, which is probably bursting at the seams now. There's one of our temporary stockpiles. Finished goods, I believe, but I'm not going to stop to check. There's dwarves galore, absolutely everywhere. If we go up, oh, that's down, and that's help. Okay, here we go, we go up. And then we get to our dining hall, which appears to be being used, at the very least. And our food production and storage area. We've got a food stockpile right here, a kitchen here, a distillery here, a butcher there, a leather maker there. It's not called that, it's a tanner, but you get the idea. And there at the bottom there's a fishery with a fish worker in there. Looking good, fish worker. I see you've got 3 fish, each in the single stage of preparation. The first one's obviously freshly caught. The second one is being flayed, skinned, Yeah, filleted, that's probably the word. And the one in front of him is clearly prepared and ready to eat. Clearly, he says. Okay, up another floor. There's the bedrooms. Definitely not enough of these. We've got to get digging. People are chucking clothes all over the floor like it doesn't matter. I suppose it doesn't. Here's our newly constructed... What's this glorious beast? Why don't all the spike balls look like this? This one does look like this. So why do the other spike balls not look like that? Okay. Too much confusion. Let's not think too deeply on the texture pack. Let's just see... look at the meat of what's going on. Okay, so we've got Gem Cutter's Workshop, Craftsdorf Workshop, Mechanic, and is it a second Craftsdorf Workshop under construction? It is, okay. And then we'll head over here. This is our lava chamber. Lava chambre. And in here we have our magma production facility. Well, I say magma production. What I actually mean is our... Hey, we cut that corner out. Our magma-powered workshop. And I'm going to actually build something here. What was I building? It was going to be a weapon forge of some kind. Should I do a blacksmith's forge instead? Might be more useful. More immediately useful. Workshop, W. And I need a magma forge, which is V. That's right? And then we place that there, and we'll give it one of our iron anvils. Why not? And we'll make it out of... Let's make it out of obsidian. Because why not? Let's get stylish with this. Polish it up. Bring it up to a nice shine. It'll be lovely. Okay, on with the tour. So these are our magma workshops. And then, of course, beyond this area, I don't think we've really developed much. No, we haven't. So let's head down into the deepest, darkest depths of this map. No, that's the dining room. Here we go. This is the second cavern layer, I believe. And we've just recently breached the third cavern layer. Let's head down there now and take a look at what it's like. If I remember rightly, I didn't have strong feelings about it. I felt it was a little bit meh. And we also have another set of stairs going down here, taking us beyond the deep zone, which I think is quite exciting. Let's delete some of these redundant stairs. Where are they? I'm going the wrong way. Let's go up some floors. Here they come. Where are they? No, maybe they're not going to come. Maybe I've gone past them. What's the deal here, crazy stairs? Where'd you go? Am I going to have to find them again by going back to the cavern? I am. Okay. Let's go down. Down, 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 down. Come on. There we go. There's the excess stairs. We don't need those. Go down one floor. Designate X. Remove designation. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And then we'll go down some floors, shall we? Until they disappear and pop. They should all be gone. Yes, delightful. No hanging, unassigned mining tasks for my little dwarves. They shall roam freely, knowing that no niggling little tasks will be hanging in the back of their mind. Should we try exploring this floor for mining? I think this could be fun. Let's give it a crackle. I'm thinking a solid 3-wide tunnel, as I repeatedly do, and then we're going to go across here, do a 3-wide thing, and then we're going to come down here, and hopefully as we snake across the map, we will discover interesting things, like minerals, and, don't do that, vegetables, and animals. And using those things, we will conduct exciting party games. No, seriously, it's going to be for real. That'll do. Shall we resume? I think we've had the full tour now, right? We know what's going on. I mean, I myself wasn't paying much attention, but hopefully some of you were, and you'll be able to steer me right if I start going crazy. There's a lot of infant seeking going on lately. Those little red notifications at the bottom have been telling me that somebody's baby has gone missing, and it's never a good sign when babies go missing. Normally, people are very good at... we've got another one. There's a replacement if we need it. But people are very good normally at keeping track of the whereabouts and status of babies. They are notoriously well-monitored individuals. In fact, you can buy baby monitors. I have one myself. Not, of course, the kind of monitor one would plug into a computer and use to view data in some kind of two-dimensionally represented form. No, let's not be silly about it. It's a radio monitor. And it monitors the bedroom of the baby, who is now no longer really a baby. Anyway, enough digression, enough of this nonsense. Let's get back into the action and unpause this bad boy, because they're just sitting there doing nothing. All because a baby was born. Don't freeze. Babies are not good news until they grow up in this fortress. We have to worry. We've had baby problems before. They end up drinking all the water and we all die of thirst. Babies notoriously thirsty creatures. Oh. We've got Rando 303. A viewer named Dwarf has just given birth. Congratulations, but please, could you stop that? That's a little bit awkward. We have an excess of mouths to feed. Speaking of which, I should probably not knock the microphone as I did there. Have a quick pause and take a look at Dwarf Therapist, because what with our constant migration waves arriving now, it's getting a bit silly. We need to check what's going on. Let's split by migration wave. Head down to the bottom here and... oh, the births count as migration waves, do they? That's interesting. Here's your baby, Rando. Das dot Lensdwelled. Ah, rarely feels discouraged, is quick to anger. Well, is more likely to throw tantrums and go berserk. Well, that's part and parcel with childs and bablies. When you've got childs and bablies, you know all sorts of things about how little kids behave. Who have we got here? So we've got this little gang of peeps. Weaponsmith. I remember looking at these guys last time. I think we'll be okay. We've got a glazer. A glazer in a fortress with no glass. What were you thinking when you came here? Are you looking for a completely new start? Were you trying to find some new profession to enter? You're lucky we don't operate an Australian points system. They get very people get very excited about the Australian points system sometimes. I'm not entirely sure I think it's that great, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Come on. Remove the damn factory. We don't need that anymore. We've got another one upstairs. Another birth? What is going on here? What is making my dwarves so bloody randy? Do we need to be pumping out babies at this rate? Come on, people. All play your part. Guys, keep it under your beards. Girls, keep it under your beards. Everybody keep it under your beards. What are you doing? If you see that little jolly fella poking out through the folds of the beard, you grab a nice cold spoon and you administer a sharp bonk to the end of it. That'll soon put paid to his lustful ardour. Or, of course, if no spoon is forthcoming, any cold metallic object will do. Uh-oh. Etor Samamdatan has begun a mysterious construction. This is good news, but why does it constantly jump up to this volcano here? This, like, weird place every time it wants to show me something. It's getting a bit old. Oh, but here he is. Look, we're on the right level at least. Okay, let's see what he's building. I remember last time he was going looking for stuff, but we've kind of forgot about him. Come on, Etor. You can do it. Show us some good stuff. Give us an artifact worth looking at. Something special. Something with a bit of the fort's history on it. Something made of beautiful ingredients. Something made with fine craftsdwarfship. Something with an interesting diorama. Something that reveals our local vampire. Something useful. A gem weapon. A gem weapon that does insane damage. Gem armor. Just not some useless bangle or bauble. Something super cool. Come on, you can do it. You can give us something that we want. Something that we need. Something that I just won't look at as a useless trading chit to get rid of. You're the man for the job. You've got the tools to hand. Here it comes! Etor Samamdatantan. Etor Samamdatan, gem setter, has created Uthireg, a pyrite scepter. Oh, scepter. Okay, well, let's take a look at it anyway and find out how cool it is. Is it cool? It will find out. Okay, give me the description. This is a pyrite scepter. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with wolverine bone and encircled with bands of single-cut pyrites and cushion-cut red pyropes. This object menaces with spikes of pyrite, diorite, chimpanzee leather, and wolverine leather. Spikes of chimpanzee leather. Maybe I'm not that keen on the overall idea of a scepter as an artifact. It seems a bit lame to me, but, you know, spikes of chimpanzee and wolverine leather, decorated with wolverine bone, it has a certain charm, doesn't it? There's something about it, I would say. I'm willing to accept that as an addition to our fortress. Excuse me. It could be a mug. You're right. And hello, Fuzzy. Welcome back. And Minatuhu, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Sorry about that. Taking a little swig directly into the microphone. Some of you, of course, will be driven nuts by that, and others of you will be completely oblivious to the fact that it even happened. And hello Delta 1232 as well, if indeed that is your real name. That's true, mugs lead to taverns, and tavern leads to legends and stories and tales and other such bardic things. Anyway, let's unpause this bad boy. It's getting a little bit too static for my tastes, and let our dwarves run free. Why did they pause again? Something happened? Oh yes, legendary artifact. And who doesn't love a bit of legendary artifacting? Should I make some more spiked wooden balls for the next traders to come along? Oh, a lamb has been stung by a honeybee. We really should get some hives on the go. If there are bees prattling around, I would like them to be plopping their honey in my pots. I'm not so sure about them currying favour with whatever hive queen they've got their eye on at the moment. We are definitely screwing up this grass though. Look at all the sand that's appearing. People are running around far too much. Some of our lambs are growing up. It could be time to set up a farmer's workshop and start shearing and milking, because we have an untapped produce line here. We definitely have milkable mammals with prodigious enough mammaries for milk extraction, and we definitely have a few things that can be shorn. I believe the alpaca and the lamb both carry fine wools. You know what? We do have a workshop of that kind. Where is it? Here it is. The farmer's workshop's miles away, isn't it? It's up here. It's here. No, it never got built, did it? It went wrong. We need to build a farmer's workshop. Okay. New plan. Farmer's workshop being constructed. I'm thinking maybe have it sort of connected to the outside. Why have we still got a corpse here? Didn't I place all those... Oh, we didn't set the coffins for burial, did we? He's still waiting a free coffin. Oh my goodness. Use for burial? Why yes, please do. Let's not have these stinking corpses lying around the place for too long. There are implications. Disease, smell, miasma. You know, we should really keep this place a little bit more shipshape. Of course, we don't necessarily have the option to tip them away into the water like that, like a ship would, because this is not a particularly deep stream, and I'm thinking corpses in your drinking water, that's going to lead to problems. I'm pretty sure it has historically, and I'm pretty sure if unaccounted for it will in the future. Right, what have we got built now? Is everything going good? Let's look at our manager's menu. That's the military menu. That's absolutely useless. UM, not MU. Still building tables, thrones, mechanisms, bolts, coffins and slabs. Now, looking at these throne and table quotas that are left over, I'm thinking we've probably got a lot of stuff that we could be placing in here. So, build. Table. I'm going to put tables all the way down the middle section. Here it comes. Boom, boom, boom. Tables for days. How many left? 2 more tables. Look at that. Ah, the beautiful symmetry. It's symmetrical. Oh, that never happens. Okay, can we get all the chairs in place? Do we have a suitably prodigious complement of thrones? We do. Look at the glorious near symmetry, and that was every single one of them. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. So we can have tables here rather, not there, and here, and here, and then a little row of chairs down there. And look at how wonderfully packed we can get this lovely dining area. Beautiful. And we've probably just unbunged our production facilities. Production facilities quite significantly. There's a few tables there I can see. The slabs seem more prominent, and we've got a lot of anvils. When I bought all those anvils, I really didn't think it through. Perhaps I should just make some more magma forges just for the sake of it while we can. Let's do it. Let's go up there and place some, because they'll use those anvils up. Clear space a bit. So what have we got? We've got a magma forge, a magma smelter. What else can we make with magma? Let's take a look at the workshop list. Actually, there's forges, isn't there? Is it E? E? Wood furnace, smelter, glass furnace, magma smelter. We've got one of them. Magma glass furnace and a magma kiln. Well, let's get both of these built. Oh, hang on a minute. We need to dig out the holes, don't we? First, we say designate, please. Channel. And then, so there's the space here. That's going to be the middle of it. And then it's going to be there. That's going to be space. That's going to be the middle of the next one. Okay. Let's let that dig out and see how it works out. Of course, all our miners are currently at depth. Oh my god. More babies. And more infant seeking. What is this? What are they doing with these babies? They're sort of popping them out and then going, you just wait there, Sonny Jim, and I'll be back to you in a couple of days. And then when they come back, infant gone. Probably food for some kind of scavenger or small predator. I'm guessing. Obviously those aren't comforting words if your child has vanished, but how did you lose a baby? How? That's hard. Well, I mean, if it's not your baby, then it is actually probably a lot easier. But if it's your baby, it's quite difficult to lose a baby. Or at least I find. Anyway, come on, dwarves. What's going on here? We've got no idlers, so there's plenty of stuff being shifted around. We've got a rabbit grown up. That's nice to know. Potentially handy. Lots of dogs knocking around. I'm thinking we may need to slaughter a few dogs. Or at least get an animal trainer on the go. Crikey, I didn't build that farm, did I? Farmer's workshop. Let's remedy this situation. There's going to be a slightly separate complex here. Dig, please. Here we go. It's going to go into the volcano side just a little bit, just a smidge. And then in here, we're going to have a farmer's workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 5, yeah. And then there. And then over here, we're going to have a... What are we going to have? I forget, but it's going to be the same size. That's the important thing to take away here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can't make it the same size without... Well... there we go, the same size. Woohoo! And then maybe we'll make another room coming off of here, which is of similar dimension. Here we go. Ah, sloppy work, scoundrel, please. Try to steady your hands. There we go. All good. Let's move that cursor. Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at this. Now, we're going to have farming stuff going on here. Maybe a farmer's workshop here to milk stuff and make cheese. No. No. I'm going to have one here that milks, one here that makes cheese, and one here that shears. How's that sound? That's pretty good, right? It feels strategic. It feels like it might have some value. Hello, Sergeant Indy. Welcome back. Pleased to have you with us again. Another thing that worries me about all this constant infant seeking is they're doing it in dangerous terrain, which implies to me that the child has vanished somewhere less than safe. Okay, let's go. Have they dug out these holes yet? Of course they haven't. Why would they have dug those out? Let's go down and see how our mine's progressing. Nope, got further to go. Ah, here we go. It's progressing... Oh? At a glacial pace. However, I do note, pardon me, that we have some kind of vein here, so let's tap that vein. Veins. Who doesn't love a bit of veinery? And what is that they've dropped there? Crystal opals. Meh. Meh. I'm not so excited by that. I'm worried that we're going to be in a similar situation as the last volcano embark, where there's bugger all of interest. Just a load of stone. Which is a pity. I would like to smelt some ores, but can't be true. Well, I'm hoping... You're saying cute little kiddie falling in the volcano, but if the kiddie has fallen in the volcano, then they ain't finding that body, and they ain't getting so bothered about it. So they're just going to be constantly going, oh, where'd the baby go? Where's my baby? Let's look for the baby. But they're never going to be going, my baby's dead! My baby's dead! Which is, I think, a superior outcome for me, as the heartless deity of this little endeavour. I'm worried there seem to be a lot of babies knocking around by the river here, down here. I'm somewhat perplexed. If there's a missing baby already, why would you be so lax with the safety of the chidlers in this institute? Institute? Chidlers? I mean, what am I doing? What am I saying? Do you reckon we've got enough trap components again? We've got a little bit of nice empty space here, and it looks like there's a few more coffins popping out. Let's pop those coffins down. Here we go. Nothing like popping a couple of coffins in place. Making sure that there's enough space for our departed residents to lay their heads down and not haunt us. Shit, did I just lay a shitload of beds? Did I just lay a shitload of beds? I did. I just put beds in the cemetery. I don't want to be buried in a bed cemetery. Don't want to sleep at night with them. That's my interpretation of the Ramones with their classic theme tune to Pet Sematary. Right, now let's get an actual coffin. No, don't press that button. Build N. Here we go. Burial receptacle. That's what we're after. And we'll place one here, and another one here, and one there, and pop a couple there. We've got one more, so pip pop. Coffin stocks depleted. Warning, Dwarf King, your stocks of coffins are depleting. Well, could have gone smoother. Could have made that little outburst a lot more, well, dare I repeat the word, smoothly. We're missing some armor racks, I see, and weapon racks. Unacceptable! Ooh, 30 rock tables have been completed. Nice. Let's go and put the last of those tables down in here. Build. Table. Where does the table go? The table goes here. Yes, we've run out of tables. And we didn't run out of space. But we've got a rogue table with no chair. Never mind, I'm sure we can do something with that. It can be like the concierge's desk. Good evening, sir. I noticed that you have brought your wife with you. Would you like a table for two? If you are lucky, I might be able to find you something in a booze instead of along the grand dining strip. Is that how it works in dwarven dining? Fine dwarven dining? Bring me a loaf of hammer bread and a pound of gravel nuts. That's more like it. I'm sure, I bet dwarves love gravel nuts. Absolutely love them. Everyone else will probably think they're revolting, but dwarves think they're the dog's bollocks. Or indeed the bee's knees, or any animal's part. The elephant's trunk, the bird's wings, the antelope's eyes, the toad's tongue. That's a good one. It's the slug's belly foot. No, that doesn't work so well. Why am I saying these odd things? I should probably try and rein it in a bit and talk about the game. It would make more sense to do that, wouldn't it? Let's do it. Traps. That's what I want. I want to place more traps, and I want us to get attacked and have everybody snared in one of these traps. And then once they've been snared, hopefully we can poke them a bit to get their armor and stuff to melt down and make into stuff. And then we can tip them into the volcano and say goodbye, enemies. Maybe we'll never need the militia we're training. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Actually, I haven't set up a training schedule, have I? We should probably look into that. Let's quickly press M for military. Da, 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 da. Look at that, we've got a 7 dwarf military right now. We really should be training. Schedule. Show me your schedule. Oh, I have set them to train. So, Should I set them to train constantly? That could be pretty good, couldn't it? Nah, we'll leave it for now. We'll let them train on that little schedule I've set. They must get better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. They don't seem to be doing much training, though. There's a lot of kids in the barracks as well. That's probably not the best situation for training.
This week, soldiers, we will be training in baby defense. If you find yourselves behind enemy lines holding a newborn infant which is willing to scream and reveal your location, what must you do? That's right. Snap its neck. You're gonna have to leave that baby behind. He's dead weight. You can't carry him around. He's gonna get you shot. If you can't snap his neck, the next best thing is to punch the top of its skull like a Capri Sun. They're weak there. The bones haven't fused together yet.
Oh! Wow! Took that to an incredibly dark place. The acceleration towards darkness was like that you would experience on the very edge of a black hole. Let's try and rein that back a bit and bring ourselves into somewhere slightly sunnier. As I say, YouTubers, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure recording for you. I hope you watch them the next time, if that joke didn't put you off. I say joke, that just deeply unpleasant dark statement didn't put you off. Ooh, what's happening? Something's been cancelled. Warm stone.
We'll find out next time on Dwarf Fortress Cryptbeards. Goodbye.